Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video and another work commute. I am currently leaving my local Lidl, where I did a bit of an eco-friendly thing. Well, to be honest, I did it for money a little bit, but you gotta be a little bit eco-friendly. But now let's head into work, and I'll explain a few things. I'm gonna take a different route to work because I came here today. I basically dropped off a couple of empty bottles because here you can do that and you get a little bit of money back for recycling. Kind of like returning the bottles of your soft drinks and beer and everything, and you get a little bit of money back for recycling and stuff like that. You'll get it in the form of a voucher, but I use those vouchers because I do all my shopping here. So on to another work commute through the streets of Bucharest, heavy laden with traffic, threading the needle with this behemoth of a scooter, making it look easier than it actually is. It's all about practice, peeps. Don't worry about it. It's all about practice. Now, I am trying to calm down my riding through the city because I just realized, and I am gonna do a test. I think the next work commute, I am gonna do a test about riding as an idiot through the city and riding calmly and legally through the city to see exactly what kind of difference in time I have getting to work and back. Because to be perfectly honest, I just didn't want to stay in that truck's blind spot. To be perfectly honest, I don't think there is much of a difference. But the subject for today's little work commute vlog is another update on the Scooter Cannonball, the 2025 Scooter Cannonball, how things are going, at what point I am. And in case you've missed my post because it was totally impromptu and we didn't plan anything, on Sunday I kind of crashed Quasi's live stream.
I'm going to add Alex in. We're going to go in side by side. There we go. The man from Romania.
Hello. Let me
How
just one second.
Scrib, one of my buddies here, is asking, are you going to be camping on the Cannonball?
Oh yeah, I'm on a very tight budget. A very tight budget.
Yeah. So Alex and I had talked about we're going to be moto camping. He's planning to ride pretty much the whole trip across the country with me up to the starting point, and then we're going to ride all the way back. And most of it is going to be moto camping.
It's gonna be fun. Also, after we're done with the Cannonball, I would love to take a couple of days and go to Florida to the Forgotten Angels camp out.
Awesome. Yeah.
It's the compound, not the camp out. I'm gonna miss the camp out. But I also follow Shade Tree Surgeon and Shalisi and everyone from over there. Like her Wheels is in Ohio, but also Blockhead. And I would love to see the Forgotten Angels grounds. So, yeah, I would add another 2,000 miles to Tampa and back after the Cannonball.
Cool. Well, I'll if you want a riding partner for that, I might tag along for that because I've not been out to Florida on a bike or a scoot in a long time. So.
Totally unplanned. The first hour of the live stream is him chatting with chat and doing the oil change on his CB500X. I think it's a 2014. And after that, I jumped into the live stream and we did kind of a chat together, an interview, call it whatever you want, but it was a heck of a lot of fun. And I'll link it up here and down in the description down below. So if you haven't seen it, please go and watch it. It's about an hour and 10 minutes of us discussing future plans, what's life here in Romania like, what is in the States like, differences between the scoots that we get over here and the scoots they get over there. We talked through everything. Quasi put chapters in the video. He cut just the video with where I jumped into the live stream, and he put chapters so we can browse around it if you don't have time to watch the whole video. But if you have the time, just watch the whole video. You'll get up to date and up to speed with a heck of a lot of stuff. Is he gonna get close? I got a BMW. There he goes. Up my ass. Yeah, so, like I've said, if you haven't seen the video, please go and watch that video. I'm not gonna copy it and post it on my channel. Go watch it on Quasi's channel, and if you're not sub to Quasi's channel, give him a subscribe, show him some love, give him some likes. The man's doing a great job over there, and if you like my content and my travel videos, you are definitely gonna like his content and his travel videos, because we do have the same styles and the same long form content and the same the same love of showing all the details and all the stuff that happens on a long distance road trip. Not just the good, but also the bad, because a lot of stuff can go wrong on a long distance road trip that people forget to show because it's tiring. They don't have the energy to film when something bad happens, and yet we turn on the cameras, and yeah, it might be a little bit unprofessional, but that is real life. You want a reality show, this is real life. So in terms of the Scooter Cannonball, overnight cities are now public, and they're on their website. Again, I'll link the Scooter Cannonball website down in the description below. So the overnight stops are public. We still don't have the route. They did put on the website that it's going to be 3,800 miles. So that's a little bit over 5,000 kilometers in 8 days. I did the math on that. That's about 750 kilometers a day for 8 days straight. And if you've never ridden small scoots long distance, I'm here to tell you that is a lot of distance and a lot of ground to cover every single day, considering we won't be doing highways. We will be doing back roads. Doing back roads, those kinds of distances, at least me with Donnie, those are between 12 and 14 hour days in the saddle. I know because I've done those distances on back roads, and believe me, those are 12 to 14 hour days. And yeah, it's gonna be interesting. There's definitely gonna be a lot of riding and not a lot of sitting around. So when we stop for a bio break or to take a look at the scenery or eat something, it's gonna be like quick 20-30 minute stops maximum, and then getting back on the road and covering ground. I am still thinking about my situation with fuel, how to modify Donnie and get some extra fuel range out of him. I'm still not sure if I want to do anything to the variator, because as it sits with the current variator, the Scoot is very good at climbing, and we will be crossing, like Quasi told me in the live stream, because I asked questions about the route. There's gonna be a lot of going down and going up and going down and going up, and although my Scoot now may not have the top end for highway like they have over there, the PCX 150s, the ADV 160s from Honda, it may not have the top end, but it definitely has climbing ability, and it was always very good at climbing, except when I went to Turkey and I put overweighted rollers in the variator. That was a bad move, but with its stock variator and stock weights, it's a very good climber. It can easily hold 70-80 kilometers an hour climbing a 7 to 8% grade. So I'm still on the fence whether I should do anything about the variator. I think I'm not gonna do anything, because like I've said in his live stream, I am on a tight budget, and a Dr. Pulley variator is about 100 euros, and I would also need a spare one, so 200 euros. Nah, I think I'm just gonna stick with the stock variator. In terms of fixing Donnie, actually tearing into the engine and seeing what's wrong with him, that's gonna have to wait until the month of November after EICMA. What are you guys doing? Seriously? After the month of November, and I just have too much on my plate right now to take a weekend off and fix him. There's just too much stuff to do, and I do not have time. Plus, I have Fred to ride around, and it's not urgent at the moment. Donnie deserves a break. He's been ridden hard for the past 3 years. I think 2 or 3 months of vacation for him is a good thing. and then we'll get him back on the road and get him shaken down in the next couple of months before I have to put him into a container and send him over to Quasi to Houston, Texas. That's gonna be something, putting my Scoot on a container. It's gonna be an interesting day when the logistics company comes to pick him up. I'll have him all wrapped up on a pallet, and they'll pick him up, they'll take him to the port, put him in a container, and then I'll just be looking at a map, tracking him across the ocean, and probably Quasi's gonna pick him up from port and take him home, and then I'll make my way to the States. I am planning on sending him a couple of weeks earlier, so because shipping might take between a month and 2 months. We don't know for sure yet. I have been in touch with my logistical company, and they have already started looking for quotes. Now, we're not setting anything in stone. This isn't a set price at the moment, but they kind of want to have an idea of what it's going to cost so that I know what the budget approximately. We currently have prices for everything from here, from Bucharest, all the way to the port of Houston. We still don't have shipping and handling costs within the United States and all the paperwork that goes into importing Scoot. I still have to talk, or actually they still have to talk. Where's the ambulance? Oh, there it is. They still have to talk to the company in the States, what they can do in terms of temporary import paperwork, and see if they can do them. I'll let them do it. But currently, for shipping him from here to the port of Houston, it's about 500 euros to and back. So we're guessing another 200-300 euros for paperwork in the States, and that would make it less than 1,000 euros to ship my scooter to Houston and ship it back, which would be nice. And hopefully in those 200-300 euros, maybe we will have the temporary import paperwork included as well. Who knows? I still have to talk to them. I haven't applied for my visa yet. I'm planning on doing that in the next couple of weeks, next week. I don't know if I should do it before EICMA or after EICMA. I'm still on the fence about that. I kind of want to get through EICMA and everything, and then just worry about the Cannonball, worry about this road trip, because there is a lot to worry and a lot of planning to do. I am gonna do future live streams with Quasi, probably talking about motorcycles and also talking about plans. Hopefully the next live streams are gonna be a little bit more prepped beforehand, so you guys can actually know we're both gonna be live together and talking about stuff, so you can join in the fun. But yeah, it was something unplanned. It was just Sunday evening, and I saw him going online, so I jumped in his chat, and I stayed in his chat for a little bit, and then I was like, hey, if you want, I can come online and join you in the stream. Like, I'm doing nothing, and I have my phone, I have my mic. I can use those to basically get online. And he was like, oh yeah, sure. So send me a link, got on the stream, and the rest is history. Come on, Cross. Let me... You didn't see anything illegal happen. Traffic today is, well, not all that bad. It could be worse. A lot of ambulances screaming, and as you can see, people have a hard time making room for ambulances. That's the problem with a city like this. First responders have a hard time getting anywhere during the daytime. It's just way too crowded, and even if people want to make room for ambulances, they just don't have anywhere to go to make room. I know up ahead there's a hospital, and probably, nope, it went the other way. So those are kind of the updates on the Scooter Cannonball. I have my first quote for the transport. I have looked into plane tickets. I see they're around $700 round trip, 700 euros round trip. So I'm guessing getting myself to Houston and back and getting my scooter to Houston and back is gonna cost somewhere in the neighborhood of 1,500 euros. Not a bad price. Not a bad price. I'll be honest with you. Not a bad price. I'm lucky that I don't have to fly Donnie over there, because flying him would be a lot more expensive than container shipping. And I'm really glad I have Quasi over there that can pick him up from the port, and I don't have to pay storage taxes in the port, because you either fly him or you pay storage taxes. It's kind of the same thing. You don't save any money. But I have my first quotes. I know what kind of money I have to prepare. Thank you to the people that have already donated. I will put a list at the beginning of every video. I will put a list of everybody that has donated. I'm not gonna say the amount, because I think that's kind of private. Everybody donates as much as they want. I don't want to make this like a betting competition who can donate more. But yeah, thank you to the people that have already donated. Your name has been put at the start of this video, and also you're all right here. So thank you so much for all the support. And all the money that you send is going straight into the Cannonball Fund. I am not using it to fix Donnie. I am not using it to fuel up Fred. That is separate money that I keep in a separate account just for the Cannonball effort. And if you want to support this effort, you have my PayPal and my Revolut account down in the description below. You can send it on a donation. Just write in the comments for the Cannonball, or go big, go to Texas for the United States road trip. Whatever you want, just let me know it's for the Cannonball. And thank you so much for the support. Without you guys, I wouldn't be able to be doing it. I am in talks with different companies to try to get a little bit of sponsorship to support this road trip and make life easier on my family's budget, for me wanting to do this road trip and wanting to document it for you guys. And in terms of documenting it, it's gonna be exactly my style, where every single day is gonna get a pretty long video, about an hour and a half, depends what happens during the day. But it's gonna get a pretty long video where I go into all the details and when I show you everything that happens on the road. So the entire road trip is going to be fully documented. Me and Quasi will be riding from Houston to Seaside, Oregon. 99% he's sure he will be taking his PCX 150. I'll be on my Symphony ST 200. We're not gonna ship the scooters to Oregon. We're gonna ride them to Oregon, ride them back on the Cannonball, and then I also want to visit the Forgotten Angels compound in Florida, and Quasi might join me for that second trip after we're done with the Cannonball. So it's gonna be about 13,000 kilometers in, I don't know, 20-30 days, 4 weeks probably. It's gonna be the trip of a lifetime. It's gonna be absolutely epic, and I'm pretty sure you won't want to miss it. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel, to Quasi's channel. Please go and check him out. Has a ton of fun videos, especially from the past 2 Cannonballs that he took part in. And you can see what's in store for me next year in June. So anyway, I'm at work, and that concludes this little work commute. And thank you all so much for watching, and thank you for donating, for supporting, for subscribing and sharing, because that's the most important thing. And I'll catch you all in the next video. Until next time, take care out there, everyone, and ride safe. Bye.